Yep, it's still very, very windy, and it's right in my face now. It's making my eyes water a little bit. But yeah, looking forward to the cruise. So everybody and everything that's going to be on chugs for this little trip is. So, oh, dear me, I'm ready for a coffee. Yeah, excuse me, I'm not really a lover of this stretch of the canal from here to Bunbury staircase locks, as it follows the main A51 trunk road from Chester to the south. So it's very noisy with traffic, and there's not a lot of beauty, there's not a lot to see, to be honest with you. And all the miles I've done on the waterways, I still say that this stretch to Bunbury is the most boring stretch of waterways I know. So I'll carry on filming when we get to Bunbury. It is very, very windy, and you can see the old stables in front. And that tells me that we're now at Bunbury staircase locks. I've only seen one boat moving all the way from Barbridge to here. Very little traffic on the waterways, and quite frankly, in this weather, I don't blame them. But having said that, it isn't cold. It's a very, very strong wind. The sun's peeking out. It's a very strong wind, but it's not cold at all, so it's quite nice, to be honest. If this wind would drop, it would be the perfect cruising weather. Well, for me anyway. Well, we're at Bunbury, and they're not set in our favour. The top lock is very, very empty, so we need to fill that up to get into the level. And we'll just go and have a look what the other two are doing. Oh dear, never mind. Soon get sorted. There's a lovely country smell in the air. Oh dear, we've got some setting to do. The paddles here when you're going down on the top lock are very hard to do, very, very difficult indeed. So you do need a bit of strength behind you to drop these down. But it shouldn't be long, and we'll be through Bunbury and then on our way to Tilston stone lock. Don't know whether we're going to do it today. We've got some pies in the oven, so we want to stop somewhere and have some dinner. It's beautiful. No rush, no timetable, no clock. They're beautiful, these stables. Former working horse stables, of course. And I think I'm right in saying, I think it was the early 60s. It was turned into a boatyard where they used to service and make boats. Now all closed. I hope they keep it all restored and everything. It's just such a shame, because in the summer they get a lot of visitors here. And I'm sure these old buildings could be turned into tea rooms and everything, for the CRT to generate some sort of income. Just seems like dead money to me. Hard to believe, from this morning the sun has actually come out and it's got quite a bit warmer. It's a very pleasant day. I just wish that wind would drop, but I'm enjoying this. Magical. So that's Bunbury Staircase locks done. Until next time. Just going past the Anglo-Welsh hire boat here. Or hire boats, I should say. I've seen a few of their boats actually out on the water the last couple of days, so they are still hiring them out, I believe. And I even saw one of their day boats out earlier on this morning, which is nice to see. It's nice to see people enjoying the waterways, and of course it all goes towards funding the waterways as well. Well, on the way down towards Calverley, there's a cheese farm, a cheese factory, not cheese farm, a cheese factory, and they have like a country shop there, and they smell. What's up with me? I haven't even had a drink yet. And they sell homemade produce, locally made produce and everything. So Nikki popped in and she's bought us a couple of meat and potato pies. So they're just warming in the oven now. So we're going to have them on the go on the way to Tilston Lock. And then we may look for moorings. It depends how we feel. That's the beauty about taking your home with you. You can moor up where you want, when you want. And it's a lovely feeling. That feeling of freedom, it really is. It's you just can't describe it. Wow, it's windy here. It's hitting us head on, so it's not too bad. Although it is taking the bow a little bit. Happy days. Yum yum pig's bum. It's falling apart. That pie, I've got to say, was absolutely gorgeous. The seasoning in it was beautiful. Meat and potato pie. I probably got half of it around my mouth. But we're at Tilston Lock, and I think it's set for us. This is one of the most picturesque locks I've ever been in. Yes, Tilston Lock is one of my favourites. It is beautiful. It's a lovely looking lock in a lovely little hamlet here. Although it's a very leaky lock, I still love it. And as we get in towards Chester, you will see these buildings on a lot of the locks. They're called lengthman's huts. And what it was, each lockkeeper or lengthsman was given a length of the canal. He was in charge of it to maintain it and everything. So this was his little workshop. You can see there's a chimney on them, so he could have a little fire to stay warm, or forge, or whatever he has to do. But yes, you'll see a few of them on the locks going into Chester. Well, we're in Tilston Lock, but we've got a boat coming up, so Nikki's got a hand just to lock us down here. So that's the beautiful Tilston lock done. Absolutely beautiful. Well, this change in the weather is amazing. It's absolutely glorious. The sun's out. It's blue sky, well, like a mackerel sky, but it looks beautiful, breathtaking. But we're just coming now to Beeston Stone Lock, the first of the Beeston locks, and the iron lock being the second. Here we are, Tilston, no we're not, what am I on about? Beeston Stone Lock. I moored up there, just where that boat is once, with my friend Graham Sherwood. Hello Graham. Graham got a little bit poorly that night, didn't you Graham? He got told off by his good lady, didn't you Graham? But we had a good night. He actually came down just before Christmas. Thank you very much for the single malts, Graham. I do appreciate it, and for the lovely lemon cake that you made us. It was so good to see you, mate. Yes. Oops, it's very muddy here. Yeah. He's a lovely fella, Graham, and his lovely wife, Bev. Yeah. Right, let's get this lock done. Well, there is actually a boat coming up here, so that'll work out well. So there goes. It's a share boat, apparently. There's another one of them lensman's huts. That one's tilting a bit. That one needs a lot of work. So that's Beeston Stone Lock done, and I shared it with one of Chaz Hardin's hire boats, which is local round here. Good quality hire boats, but I didn't film it. His young son was doing the lock with him, so but he was telling me some of the stories, and it's his first holiday on a narrowboat, and they loved it, and they said they're certainly going to do it again, so that's good. They've been up to Llangollen, or on the way to Llangollen anyway. Right, Beeston Iron Lock just round the corner here. Nicky's going to walk down. We can only get one boat in this lock, even though it appears to be a two-boat lock, a wide lock. It is a wide lock technically, but it narrows towards the bottom. The walls on the lock have actually folded in, so you can only get one boat in, otherwise you'd be stuck in mid-air when you let the water out. So yeah, get Beeston Iron Lock done, a nice little cruise to our moorings for the night. Well, we're at Beeston Iron Lock. My camera is just about to run out of battery, so I'll catch you back at the mooring. Well, we've done Beeston Iron Lock. Couldn't film any of it, but I've had my phone on charge. It's charged up enough just to do a little bit of filming, just to get us to our mooring for the night. And you won't see them now. You wouldn't pick them up on this camera, but just up there, there's a load of wild deer. You can see the antlers and everything on the horizon, but this camera just simply won't pick them up. But trust me, it's beautiful round here. Strange coming back to my old haunts. Obviously I know these waters very, very well indeed, and I love them round here. It is fantastic. Yeah, It's really nice. So we're looking forward now to mooring up, tuning the telly in, and perhaps having a lazy afternoon. See if we can find a nice film to watch and preparing a bit of tea. But it's a beautiful evening. It's absolutely beautiful. Heaven. Heaven. I don't know whether you can pick it up there, but a familiar sight to me, Beeston Castle. It's nice to see it again. And we're just on the area here where these two boats are moored, where the breach was, which kept the canal closed here for some time, and the water went in to the fields here and into the little stream that's running through the fields, and it burst its banks right here where these boats are now. What a beautiful part of the waterways this is, and what a lovely boat. That's it, that's the day's cruising. We're moored what is commonly known as Millionaires Row. It's right by Wharton's Lock near the Shady Oak, ironically. It's one of my favourite places to moor because look at that view. Beeston Castle behind you, absolutely beautiful. What a view to wake up to. So we're going to have a couple of mornings here with that view, I hope. So tea and toast on the back deck. Actually, it might be gin and tonic this evening. I think we're going to have a nice drink and watch the sun go down just behind Beeston Castle. Right, we'll see what tomorrow brings. See you tomorrow.